Good morning, good morning, good morning. Little quick live stream this morning. Got nobody in the building right now. Hold on one second. Let me hide this real fast. This camera. Why ain't nobody here? Close. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good? We got 5 people in the building. Say what's up as you walk into the building. I had such a good night. What's up, Blaze Boxing? Easy number 1 in the building. What's good, man? What's good? What's good, man? Look, bro. I am telling y'all right now, bro. I don't care. I'm glad Gervonta Davis is fighting this, is taking this fight. I'm glad out of pure fucking spite. I'm glad. Okay. I am happy that Gervonta Davis is taking this fight out of pure spite. All right. You all are doing way too much. David Howard in the building. What up, Gilbert Jimenez? Ricky Williams, Blaze Boxing in the building. Number 1, Pull Out Bandit. What up, man? Sack of shit in the building. I ain't seen in a minute. Sack of shit. What's up? Kurt Hurd, Jose Lopez, John Griffin. What up, man? How you feeling, sir? Christopher Mitchell, what's going on? Fresh Baker, call me Deathstroke. I'm with Tank on this. Yeah, hey, man, seriously, I'm fucking with him. Easy number 1, man. Supporting the channel with the big yellow in the building. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. We out here working. What's good, Toy Hutch? And look, man, if anybody wants to come chop it up, man, come chop it up on it. Come chop it up with me, man. Robert the Great. What's going on? Man, I'm telling you, man, look, I am happy that Gervonta Davis is doing this, man. What's Phil Jackson Jr.? You're fucking funny. All right, bro, of all the fake names, bro, Phil Jackson Jr., that's pretty funny. I can't lie. That was a good one. Edward Washington in the building. What's going on, sir? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? I am okay with this fight. I am glad Gervonta Davis is fighting Jake Paul. Yay for Gervonta Davis. I support this fight 100%. I support it 100%. I do. I hope he gives me an entertaining fight with Jake Paul, and I hope it becomes a huge, huge fight, and I hope they make so much money that he can retire and never fight you niggas. I'm serious, man. I want Gervonta Davis to knock out Jake Paul and walk his ass off into the sunset and leave you loudmouth, gap-toothed niggas silent where you sit. Okay? I'm riding with Tank on this. Because you know why? I might as well. I might as well ride with Tank on, and I'm riding with Tank on this. Hey, Jameson Children says, happy Sabbath day, bro. Thank you, brother. Happy Sabbath. And just since you know, the black man is the original American. Now, I'm telling you, Dean, fuck him. Hey, man, join me on the chat, y'all. Hey, I would love to have a panel, bro. Today, I would love to have a panel. Telling y'all, fuck y'all. I am happy that Gervonta Davis is fighting Jake Paul. I hope you niggas never get a Tank fight. I hope Shakur never gets a fucking Tank fight. I hope Lamont Roach never gets a Tank fight and his ass gets beat up by a fucking pit bull. Okay? I hope Pitbull Cruz beat you. Shakur, I hope you never get the Tank fight. Lamont, I hope you never get the Tank fight. You know who I want to get the fucking Tank fight? Gary Russell Jr. or Gary Antoine Russell. If Gervonta Davis wants to go for greatness, y'all need to go up there and fight Gary Antoine Russell and then let Gervonta Davis fight Gary Antoine Russell. Hell no. No, hell no. Listen to this, Fahim. Hell no, Fahim. Watch this, Fahim. Your boy is bugging the fuck out. I'm done. That ain't no surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise. You're right. Because this nigga, look what this nigga said. I'm getting to it. Look what this dude said, bro. Hold on, where is it? I'm gonna get this shit. I was thinking of you when I saw this, Fahim. Where is this shit? Here, watch this shit. Lamont Roach. Come on, man. I'm done. Hold on. There's two shits I want you to see where I'm just done, bro. And I'm going to show you both angles of this, Fahim. And you will agree with me, and you know I'm right. So I got one. Let me go and get the second one, and I'm going to show you two of these things that these people said, bro. This is why I'm done, bro. I can't fuck with this no more, man. I seriously, I can't do it. So here's the first one. Nah, hell no. I play fair as hell. Look at this idiot. Nah, dog. I call it. I've been playing fair. I hated this fucking fight. I hated this fight until Lamont Roach ran his fucking mouth. Nah, dude, I'm done with that shit. I can't do this. Look at this shit. Hold on. Ugh. Where is this? Where is the share, man? Share image file. Nah, bro. This dude is a fucking buffoon, bro. I don't listen for him a lot, dog. I don't listen to what Jake Paul, what Lamont Roach says a lot on purpose. So when I do hear him, brother, trust you me, bro, it is not something that I'm happy to say. But I can't fuck with niggas that do this. This is ridiculous, dog. This is how your ass don't get a fight, bro. First of all, look at this. Nah, bro. I'm not being a hypocrite, nigga. You can sit down on that, bro. Time out. Fahim, you're not going to do that shit to me, dude. This dude is a fucking prick. First of all, why is somebody responding to Leonard Ellerby saying this? And bitch, dick sucking ass. The difference between the two of them is Floyd fought elite niggas in his prime, and this nigga ain't fought not one person who fans think may beat him. Just stop acting like he a dog, walk like everybody, but ain't shit. You the richest, but he ain't the best. Bro, fuck off, bro. Why you calling somebody a dick sucker, bro? Because somebody takes a boxing match, bro. So no, bro, I'm not doing that shit no more, Fahim. And Fahim, you can sit down, dog, on that shit for real. I don't have to like the bullshit that Shakur Stevenson says, dog. I don't have to like that shit. Shakur Stevenson is on every fucking show, bro. Every fucking show, dissing Tank. Bro, he's not making moves to get the fight. He's going back and forth with Tank, and Tank has to tell his nigga Snatches, I'm not giving you any money. Bro, shut the fuck up. If you want to argue with a nigga and somebody don't want to give you a fight, that's because you talk too much shit. I'm sorry. Bro, if you talk so much shit, to somebody that when you know that they are the ones that's providing all the fucking money for the fight, bro, and you can't have enough fucking respect for the dude to fucking say the shit Shakur Stevenson said, man, get on, bro. Nobody got to take that shit and go get in bed with this nigga and make money for this nigga. Nobody got to fucking listen to Lamont Roach say shit like this. I mean, I don't know what world you niggas live in. Shit talking is shit talking when the fight is done. But shit talking can go wrong, bro. No, that's Terence Crawford. I'm telling you, Terence Crawford was right about that. Damn, where is this shit? Nah, Fahim, don't do that to me today, bro. I get to express my opinion without you harassing me. I don't give a shit. This is a fucking exhibition. First of all, let's look at what's happening here. What's really happening for all this fucking drama. The guy is having an exhibition fight, one fucking exhibition fight, and y'all are acting like it's the end of the world. No fucking way, bro. You are acting like the amount of pushback on this fight and amount of insults flying around because a guy took a fucking exhibition fight. Bro, you niggas have not been happy with anybody this guy has fought. Nobody. Every fucking time you cry about every fight he has. And now you're crying even louder. No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing the shit. You niggas are so fucking over the top. You niggas are so fucking over the top with your criticism of Gervonta Davis, bro, that you're blocking the man from making money. So when you block the nigga from making money by talking bad about him from every single solitary fight he has. And then he does something to make money and you talk more shit about that. And you niggas are not you, because Fahim ain't Fire Stick Gang. I ain't trying to hear it. Bro, you got fucking the Nest from the Boxing Voice screaming at Demetrius Andrade about the fact that Demetrius Andrade wants to fight Jermell Charlo. And he says, man, we fire sticking that bullshit. We don't. And you got that one guy, the dude that does all that. I don't want to insult anybody today, but whatever. He's a guy, I forget what his name is, man. A heavy set guy with a beard that likes to play with that damn keyboard thing and say it's zesty. What does he say? It's zesty. That's musty. Whatever it is. Musty, yeah, musty, tusty, whatever the fuck you be saying. No disrespect. But at the same time, bro, you guys are bragging about stealing fights, then complaining about the fight. Bro, you can't do that. If you steal the fight, you don't get to say shit because you stole the fight. And I put it out on Twitter today. You guys are like people that steal. You guys break into a restaurant, order food, run out on it, and say, oh, the reason we ran on it is because we didn't like the food. No, you went in there and you had no intention on paying for that food. You know what I'm saying? You don't have any intention on paying for the fight. None. And you brag and they brag about it. So now they go to Netflix where you can't steal it. That's why I said they mad you can't. Y'all hate, y'all can't steal. Y'all can't steal Gervonta's fight this time. Like, seriously, bro. You cannot steal. It doesn't do you any good to fire stick Netflix. Come on, man. You guys steal a man's fights, actively asked people to steal his fights for years and years and years, and then he jumps to something you can't fucking steal, where it won't do you anything to steal. I mean, you guys are literally out here criticizing this man while you're stealing fights from fighters, and you brag about that shit. You're actively encouraging people to steal his fights, man. Like, seriously, bro. And so then you got Shakur. Bro, Shakur is a very, very good fighter. Shakur Stevenson, bro, I don't want to hear it. I've supported Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson need to shut up, though. He does, man. Like, if I want to see the fight, so shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want to see Shakur fight Gervonta, bro. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world because Gervonta Davis is going to fight somebody else in November. Nigga, there's going to be January, provided God allows us to live. Bro, there's going to be January. There's going to be February. But if you annoy the fuck out of a dude, what do you mean free speech, bro? What does that mean? Free speech, bro. What does free speech, bro, mean? What does free speech mean? Why would you use free speech in the contest? Yeah, you are free to speak, and I'm free to tell you to fuck off and go work somewhere else. Fuck does that mean, free speech? Yes, you can say something stupid. You have a constitutional right to say something stupid. I'm advising you not. No, a grown man does not say what he wants. That's you talking stupid shit. A grown man does not say whatever a grown man wants to say. No, they don't, bro. No, they don't. What the fuck are you talking about? You hold your tongue all the time and don't act like you don't. If you got a woman, you hold your tongue a lot. If you're around the police, you hold your tongue. What are you talking about? When you're around people you respect, you hold your tongue about a lot of stuff you say. You don't let any and every fucking thing comes out your mouth go somewhere. Bro, I'm not asking. First of all, I'm going to let you out of here. It's nice to have met you. It was nice to have met you, bro. It took you a day to say that. So you wasted a lot of time. I hope you got that. Free speech is not the issue. You have the right to say whatever you want, just like I have the right to not fucking care if Gervonta Davis fights this guy, because he's going to get a bunch of money and you guys can sit on your ass. He's not doing anything different than what Terence Crawford did to Errol Spence Jr. when his ass went and took another fight. An easy money fight for $6 million on BLK Prime. Y'all were, oh, yeah. You were doing all that shit. Whole bunch of you niggas perfectly happy with that shit. Not Fahim. Be very clear. But y'all know full well, get out of here. He could easily fight. He could fight Lamont Roach next May. That's an easy thing. Why couldn't it happen? Why can't he just fight in May? What's the big deal? What's the huge deal, really? What is this? What's so important about it? And let me remind, y'all did not want to see Lamont Roach's first fight. And if you were talking about, and if he was fighting Lamont Roach, you'd be shitting on the fight right now. You'd be shitting on. More than likely, they would be complaining about how he's not fighting Shakur and how he's fighting Lamont Roach and how that nobody's going to sell that fight. Nobody's watching the fight. And I noticed how many venues they were supposed to fight in Houston, and they had a problem with the venue in Houston. And then they eventually had to get the fight after a long period of time. Remember how they had those venue problems? If they run into venue problems. So this dude is about to take a easy money and keep talking shit. I would shut the fuck up because you know what he can do? He can fight Gary Antoine Russell. If he wants to have legacy, he can get legacy fighting Gary Antoine Russell. It's lagging, yes, because I got a bad reception. It's lag was, yeah, I don't know what's going on. You know they got me. You know they got me messed up, bro. Hey man, much love for the big money in the cat. Thank you so much, brother, for your support. What is this? These guys don't get it. A boxing match is also a partnership. He is actually disrespecting the other. Another case of bad business. It's not because they don't see it as a partnership. John Griffin in the building. Thank you so much for that super chat with the 3. Making it work. Thank you. All I can is Spectrum. And my like Spectrum. Spectrum works like shit. And I'm right there for you. Tank deserves more. $40 holler, brother. Woo! Thank you so much, man. For the $40 holler. That is huge. We want to see it the first time. We want to see it now. People are allowed to change their mind, and people are allowed to tell you to fuck off too. Yeah, they are. You can change your mind. What do you mean change your mind? You talk so bad about the fucking fight. You guys talk so bad about the fight that you showed you don't know shit about boxing. So what the fuck do we care? Terry Howard, if you were one of the people that were saying that you didn't want to see the first Gervonta Davis fight, you wouldn't support that. And now you say, oh, you don't want the fight that he's taking now. You're just somebody that doesn't want 2 fights in a row. You're probably somebody that didn't want 4 or 5 or 6 fights in a row. It's amazing how many people don't want any fight that Gervonta Davis has ever had. Go away. What are you looking at? He fought Mario Barrios, dude. Did you not see how much bigger Mario Barrios was than that guy? He beat Ryan Garcia. Did you not see how much bigger Ryan Garcia was? And did you not see what Ryan Garcia did to Devin Haney? Man, stop. You see what Rolly Romero did to Ryan Garcia? But you guys just want to sit there and just pass on the same nonsense, man. If you don't want to support his fights, go away, man. If you didn't support the last one, there's no reason for me to believe that you support this one, other than what you say. Okay? If you didn't support his last one, you don't get to say shit about his next one. Fahim Sator at least supported his last one. If y'all didn't support the last one, how does he get the trust that you're going to support him in the future? Like, oh, let me trust the guys that don't support me so that maybe one day they will, while they're bragging about fire sticks. You know what I'm saying? No, you guys are the fire stick gang. You guys are going to steal the fight. You guys are the reason that piracy is making it hard to sell pay-per-views, because you guys are just a bunch of fucking thieves. Now, you want to act like you got some purpose behind your thievery. You want to act like you're fucking you're Robin Hood or some shit, that you're robbing from the rich and giving nothing to the poor. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, man, I'm not talking, man. Shakur's a good fighter, bro. But I support all of Shakur Stevenson's fights, even though I can tell you I can miss a Shakur fight and not trip. Hey, stupid. Ryan Garcia beat the shit out of Devin Haney. Rolly Romero is the WBA welterweight champion, stupid. And Mario Barrios is the WBC welterweight champion of the world, dummy. Do you not think that people that are current world champions are good boxers? Huh? Like, where did you grow up, bro? Dude, then let him smoke them. As soon as he smokes them, then tell me he smoked them. As soon as he smokes Ryan, let me know. As soon as he smokes Lamont Rowe, as soon as he smokes those guys, let me know when he does it. Other than that, dog, I don't want to hear that shit. You tell me when he actually does it. When he does it, we can have a conversation. When he doesn't do it, you got to shut the fuck up, because he didn't do it. He beat William Zepeda. Whoop-de-fucking-do. He beat Jamel Herring. He beat Oscar Valdez. Okay, whoop-de-fucking-do, bro. He's a very, very good fighter, but he's not beating anybody better than Gervonta Davis is beaten. So you're not Shakur Stevenson isn't giving you the fights that you want to see. Shakur's just giving you fights that you don't complain about. The Shakur Stevenson haters complain about the fight, how he fought, not who he fights. They never complained about who he's fighting. Only thing that Shakur Stevenson haters that I hear are complaining about how he fights, which I don't want to hear either. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoop-de-doo, nigga. For real. Look, I like Shakur Stevenson as a fighter. I know that Shakur Stevenson is a legit fighter, bro. I know he is. I know he is. I don't have any problem with people saying that they want to see Shakur Stevenson fight Gervonta Davis right now. I'm one of the people that want to see it. I am definitely one of the people that want to see it. For sure, 2 Cent. Yeah, I want to see the fight too. I've been doing videos about the fight. I've made a bunch of videos wanting to see that fight. It's not like I don't want to see the fight. I want to see Gervonta fight Gary Russell Jr. I want to see Gervonta Davis fight all these guys. But I'm not about to sit up here and join the bandwagon of this bullshit y'all are doing. Hey, said, nah, Fannon, I was complaining when they called Padley to leave work and fight Shakur. I know Padley's turkey's on-call electrician. There you go, 2 Cent. 2 Cent, what up?
What's going on, Fannon? You was up here cooking, so I decided to hop in the kitchen with you.
Yes, ma'am. What's on your mind?
I mean, like, you're making a good point, and I literally talked about this on my live. I clipped my live, and I made a recent video about this, and in the thumbnail it says "Stop crying," and it's like people they don't criticize the other fighters who they fight. They only big up who they fighting, or they just accept who they're fighting in the guise of oh, he's either not fighting Tank and everybody else is ducking him. Like that's always the premise to where the other fighters get away with fighting who they fight. But the narrative for Gervonta is he never fights who we want him to fight. And even saying that in itself is like he never fight who we want him to fight. Like how is he in the position that he's in if he's never doing all the things that y'all say he's never doing? So the fighters that are doing the things you want them to do is not getting them in the position that Tank is in. Like it just doesn't make any sense. But and I say this all the time, when you compare his resume to his contemporaries, his resume is damn near the same, if not better, in my opinion. And then you got things like uh Gervonta. I mean, you got things like Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero headlining the event. Now you got Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach about to fight each other. These are all Tank's ex opponents. So if he's not fighting anybody, how are his ex opponents able to do events and headline events? Can you tell me any of his contemporaries where their ex opponents was able to headline events? Can you tell me any of their ex opponents that went on to become champions? Can you tell me any of their ex opponents that are currently ranked in the weight classes that they're in right now in the top 10? I'm just asking. And the whole he ain't never fought nobody we wanted him to see, like it's just simply not true. People say, oh, well, we pay for his pay per views and we pay to watch his fights. So that doesn't mean you get to tell him what to do. When you bought that pay per view, when you bought that ticket, were you not entertained by that fight? If you were, then you got your money's worth. That doesn't mean I get to control you and tell you what to do. And if y'all are watching, and I keep saying this, there is a campaign to try to take down the fighters that can create their own revenue and build their own fan bases and don't have to depend on the sugar daddy. There's a campaign because the only people that they demand to fight who they want them to fight is Boots Ennis and Gervonta Tank Davis. And I want y'all to keep watching how this is playing out. In my opinion, people are overreacting to this Jake Paul fight to the point that they don't even want you. This is how you know it's a problem. When you say, oh, I don't have a problem with the fight, or I want to see the fight, you get attacked. They scream and yell at you. They tell you Tank ain't who you think he is. It's not that they have a problem with the fight and want to have their opinion. They want to change your thoughts and how you feel and how you think about Gervonta Tank Davis. And that's what I'm really having a challenge with this whole situation. But I'll pass the mic because I keep going.
What's going on, King of Haiti? What's going on, YWD?
How y'all doing this fine morning?
Woo, great
up,
mic today.
Okay, yeah.
That mic sounds crispy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, have y'all ever seen two fighters get hated on at the same time? Because I could do that.
Yeah, I've
so
seen
look
you
at it
do.
like
You
this.
raising the bar,
I've
Queen.
seen
You
you do
raising
it.
the bar, Queen. You raising the bar.
Here we go. So Shakur about to fight Tiafimo supposedly. And see, this whole situation, man, I was dying yesterday seeing the way Tank going at everybody. Like, it's funny to me. And, at the same time, it is a shame we might not see them fights, but at the same time, like, I'd be laughing. And so, like, with Shakur, if he about to fight Tio, see, here's the sad thing. He could fight Tank and lose, and nobody's gonna want to see him because, that's the whole thing that his name is hinging on. So nobody care about seeing him fight nobody else, and that's the only reason they talk about him. And going into this Tiafimo fight, like, people gonna forget about him that way too, because he's not that exciting. Now, the only way that Shakur can salvage his career is for this Tiafimo fight to happen. And he got to put on the performance of his life. Like, he got to fight as hard as Devin Haney is to get them presents back from his ex-girlfriend. That's how hard Shakur gonna have to fight in order to get that excitement level up so that people don't forget about him if Tank is actually serious about dipping out after the Jake Paul fight. You're going to have to fight like Devin Haney in them lawsuits. And I don't think Shakur got it in him to be that aggressive in the ring. He be that aggressive with the tweets, but outside of that, I don't know. But moving on from that, hey man, Tank. Man, Tank had me rolling yesterday, man. I ain't gonna lie. People is all mad about this, and it's crazy to me because like 2 Cents was just saying, if Tank has fought nobody, then why are his opponents in past opposition doing better than everyone else's? Like Hugo Ruiz, who Tank fought, I think, right before Gamboa. He's about to be in a WBC eliminator for Shakur's belt. That's a guy. That's a guy that people call a nobody. I forget who he's supposed to fight, but he's about to be in an eliminator for Shakur's belt. And supposedly, Tank be fighting nobodies. How is this guy who is a nobody? Like Hugo Ruiz. I don't even think he got a Wikipedia page. So ain't nobody checking for him. But he about to be in the WBC eliminator. Come on. And then like look at Rolly Romero. Everybody keeps saying Rolly is trash, but I have yet to see one person tell me who on any of Tank's contemporaries' resume stands a 100% chance that they know for sure will get in the ring with Rolly Romero and beat him. You could say maybe Lomachenko because of his movement, but everybody gets hit. Or you could say maybe Gamboa back in his prime, but I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that Devin has fought at 135 or 140, or even his debut at 147 with Ramirez, or anybody Shakur has fought at 135, who except maybe De Los Santos because he got some power. But even then, I can't think of anybody who they're gonna say for sure beats Rolly Romero. And that's the thing that's crazy to me. They're like, oh, well, y'all talking about hypothetical. Well, shoot, ain't y'all talking about hypotheticals when y'all saying Tank is scared of Shakur because Shakur would beat him? So what, you could talk about that hypothetical, but you don't want to talk about hypotheticals for their opposition, and at the same time say Gervonta is lacking in opposition, and wouldn't that require a hypothetical for y'all to do that? Like, come on. Y'all people out here. Shoot, I'm a hater, and I'm gonna let y'all know I'm a hater. But y'all over here trying to disguise it as fans who want to see fights. Nah. Y'all over here some closet haters. Y'all, like I've been saying, y'all got to get the hate up off your chest. Let it out. Let it just come out and you be at peace. Y'all over here getting bent out of shape, acting like your baby mama done cheated with 50 dudes, acting like you done lost your mortgage, acting like your car broke down and everything, or like you got jacked in the hood or some shit. Like y'all is that damn mad about Tank saying what he said on Twitter yesterday and dipping out. I see so many people in their feelings like, dang, y'all, like literal emotional damage. Like some of these people gonna need to be checked on. They're gonna need like them welfare checks. They're gonna have to maybe sign up for better help and go into some therapy online or something. Because this many people this damn mad about a fight announcement. That kind of sounds like Tank is the face of boxing for him to have people acting like that. Like if don't nobody care about Tank, he ain't fight nobody. Ain't no reason for him to have that much of an impact. This dude been off social media for 4 months, come back for 2 weeks, and then he's the number one trending on sports and entertainment for yesterday. Whenever I checked up on Twitter, number one trending. And he only came
Wow.
back for 2 weeks on social media, then dipped out. And everybody out here all mad and everything. Like, shoot, Devin Haney and his daddy don't even know what to say. They staying quiet. Man, Shakur be out there still tweeting even after Tank deleted his account. Like, that's sad. Like, for him to have that much of an impact on people, like not just the fighters, but the whole boxing community. He done set boxing social media on fire and dipped out. And everybody don't know how to act. So I bet you money by Monday, Shakur gonna have 5 new interviews about Tank, 'cause that's what he be doing. I know he said in Twitter, don't ask him about Tank no more, but you know how he is, he be flip-flopping. So be prepared to say that. Now this dude, man, I don't get it. He ain't even have to throw himself in that situation because Tank was talking to Ray Jackson. Then here comes Shakur. He said, yeah, let me go ahead and get in on this too. Like, come
Just
on.
like he threw
And then,
himself
and then
into
he
the Jake Paul fight with the sparring.
exactly. And this dude talking about he got integrity, so that's why he don't want to talk. Man, if you have integrity, why'd you put yourself in the middle of Tank and Ray Jackson in the first place? It's like, man, I really,
Exactly.
I really could have exposed him and said something, but I have integrity and he doesn't. Nigga, shut up, nigga.
Aaron Jones,
Clown
what's
ass,
going on,
man.
Aaron? How can I help you, Aaron?
Yeah, I ain't gonna stay long from now. What's up with you though?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm the one that quoted your tweet yesterday and said um that they want their favorite fighter to be Tank. That was me and shit for real.
That who? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, that was me that tweeted that quoted your tweet yesterday that said everybody want their favorite fighter to be Tank. Basically, that's why they was, they up in the uproar and all that. But
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm gonna just say this real fast, and this is just as simple as it gets, bro. Shakur Stevenson, bro. When after Tank fought Lamont Roach, which nobody quote unquote said they ain't want to see and all that. After he saying how much buzz it was getting, what did he say, bro? He said, "Oh, since he's a good opponent, I'm gonna give him a title shot." Bop bop bop. All this. If you could say that about Lamont Roach, which I believe he's under the PBC ban, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he's
Why?
box raw, but he is going to be fighting on another PBC card. I think he's
Okay,
promoted
okay,
with box raw.
okay. Regardless, bro. No, none of these fans of Shakur or hardcore fans, boxer fans, they never put the pressure on Shakur when he says anything that remotely sounds contradictory. Like Steven Espinoza on live air on Sway in the morning or whatever the fuck the show is. Oh my bad for cousin.
Now you
Bro,
good.
Steven Espinoza told him to his face and told him to like basically everybody, bro. Tank tried to make the fight with you, bro. Like he tried to make the fight with you. And Bob Arum said there's no money in the fight, which everybody knew at the time because there was videos. It was videos. Bob Arum said they asked him, they was like, "Would you make the fight with Tank?" He was like, "Why would I do that? There's no money in it, and that does nothing." And Shakur even said he said they yeah, they contacted me, but they never sent a contract, which was true. Steven Espinoza never said they sent no contract. The thing was, they said Shakur wanted a multi-fight deal. He ain't want to just fight Tank, just like how Bud fought Earl and ain't get no multi-fight deal. I guess Shakur wanted a fight or a fight before Tank or a fight, two fights before Tank. Basically, he tried to like, sign a multi-fight deal with him, but that's what Steven Espinoza said. And what did they do? Even the ones on Sway, because I believe they Shakur fans, all of them that was on the show. They laughing and shit like it's funny, like yeah. Like basically everybody trying to say Steven Espinoza a liar. Why would you call a man who's a lawyer? Well, I guess lawyers, they could sway the truth a little bit, but still,
Hell
why
yeah,
would you?
but Stephen A. Smith ain't doing it. He's not. They not. He didn't. He ain't gonna just straight lie. He's
Yeah,
gonna phrase it in a way where it's very, very specific.
he
He
said,
said, "Yeah,
bro,
we reached out to your
we
people.
reached
There
out to
was
him.
a short conversation, and there was an interest."
Basically,
Yeah.
there's no point. And then he became a free agent. Shakur, what did they do? And I heard you say this, Bernard. He said, "I'm going to Mushroom to feed my family," or whatever the hell he said. I'm going to Mushroom. I'm going to Mushroom,
Talking about he
bro.
gonna go chase the bag.
Yeah, he gonna go chase the bag, bro. Turkey, y'all. We with turkey, all this other, bro. It's so easy. I mean, I ain't gonna say easy, but bro, you can say what you want about Bud, but yo, he made the fights, bro. He did what he did to get in the ring, even though he got criticism for re-signing with Top Rank that year. At the end of the day, bro, whether Earl was 100% or not, whether uh, Canelo was over the hill or not, bro, he did what he did to make the fight. Shakur thinking he Bud, and that's what Tank said. He said these people got your chest pumped out so far, bro. You thinking like you on his level. You not no knockout artist. You can't wait out Tank because Tank gonna fight regardless. He gonna fight somebody. That's what they trying to do. They trying to do just like I keep saying it. They did that to Earl and they did that to Wilder. Keep waiting them
Mm-hmm.
out. They waiting them out because they can't really they trying to kill this PBC train for real. So they gonna wait out and freeze out all them fighters, which is Tank really the last one left, if you think about it. Wilder, they froze him out and had him fighting anybody and had him like basically caught him when he was down. Earl, okay, the accident happened, but still, you ain't see Terence Crawford really pushing for the fight until after the accident, talking about he better not fight me right now and all this. He going towards fights and all that. Before that, he ain't show no interest for real. And now Tank, they want Tank to do what they say do under the public pressure so bad, bro, because they want to knock all that stuff off so they could put up their fighters. Because Shakur, I'm telling you now, Shakur's a good fighter, bro, but he's not gonna be fighting nobody. He's not gonna be fighting nobody, which is a bigger risk. Zapata has no power, bro. He didn't have no power. He hit him flush and ain't really do nothing to Shakur. It's going to take somebody like a Tank, like a
Man,
even a
Zepeda almost knocked Shakur out.
yeah, even a
Yeah.
even a I believe Ryan Garcia. If see the thing about Devin is when he fought Ryan Garcia is first of all he's the same size, same weight, same reach, everything. Shakur, they not gonna put nobody in the ring like that with Shakur unless it's a cash out fight, which is they trying to do. That's what Tank told him. He said, bro, they gonna cash you out. They not looking for to build you up because I think Devin Haney is a bigger star than Shakur.
He got a
I
better
think that people
resume.
don't want to
Probably.
tell the truth. People don't want to tell the truth about Shakur for real. Like honestly, Shakur has been declining. His value's been declining since he fought on Thursday night. He went from main event to Thursday night to fighting on Saudi Arabia in the middle of the day. Like his value is without Turkey. What is Shakur value? What is somebody going to be willing to pay him based off his value and what he can bring in? He doesn't really have that, and people don't want to accept that. They think because you talk about him on YouTube, he already has a limited fan base because you need a PhD in boxing to appreciate his style. So the casual fan not gonna like his style. So I don't know what people be tripping about. Like y'all don't see that. And even in the Espinoza interview, Shakur Stevenson damn near begging for the fight. Oh, am I on the list? Am I on the list? I just want to know.
He
Like it's
keeps
crazy.
saying that the 6-7 fight deal, bro. He don't gotta fight you next. You trying to wait him out anyway, and you not doing nothing to push for the fight, bro. Stop bringing up that 6-7 fight deal.
And he
It
not
was like a game
fighting
of chicken.
anybody. He not fighting anybody.
That's what I'm
Since he been at
saying, bro.
135, he haven't had not one good, credible fight. Not one. William Cepeda. All right, I was the one that said pressure will bust pipes. But little did I know that William Cepeda would go in there and pity pat throwing
Hey Dave. Hey
swinging
Dave.
shots.
Hey David.
Yeah.
Real quick, I was waiting for a switch so I can get this super chat.
All
Leo
right.
Stat says, "Nice platform, brother. Keep up the good. Oh, keep up the good and real content. Always keeping it real. All factual points made. Appreciate you, Leo. Thank you for the support, brother. That means a lot, man. And to my guy SBG,
No,
SBG
go ahead
fellow
and
said, I
that.
love when you have panels going. Salute. Yeah, man. I love panels to do. I love panels too, man. I just come in the morning during the weekday, and, and most people are working when I'm actually on my show. So Saturday mornings, I love panels, man. I would do a panel every morning. All right, so go ahead, David. What were you talking about, man? What were you saying?
Yeah, I thought it's a true statement that pressure busts pipes. And I use that analogy going into the William Cepeda fight, watching Shakur. And I was wrong about what I thought about that fight, thinking that Cepeda pressure would be enough. But the pressure was enough. The problem was Cepeda didn't have any power. All he did was drew a lot of winging, pity pat, pity pat. You know what I mean? Pity pat punches. He didn't sit on anything of any significance to catch Shakur. But then when he did catch Shakur and hit him in that corner, he shook him. And then he went on quickly. He brushed it off. You know what I mean? I give him credit for that. But then again, that's the only fight that you had that made you look like a half confident boxer since you've been at 135. And you got the nerve to constantly clout chase Tank no matter what he's doing. All he does is clout chase.
I think he
Soon as
worse
he
than Devin
became
Haney,
a
bro.
yeah, soon as he became a free agent, the first thing he did was committed on bended knee the turkey again. And I knew he was going to do the same thing he did the first time he became a free agent. You know what I mean? He went back to Turkey, gone back to his master. Eyes are coming. Hey, big bro bud, come on, let's see if we can wait Tank out. And I can clout chase him some more soon as he get a fight. He is the Punk's attorney Phil of professional boxing.
Fucking what? That's
Punk's attorney
Groundhog
Phil.
Day. Groundhog Day.
Yup. He come out, look around, Tank, Tank, I can get me a fight now. Then as soon as he see Tank coming and he sign it, he go ahead, go back in his hole. Then he peep out and want to clout chase. You know what I
You know
mean?
what my
Just,
you know what my
and
suspicion is? I
yeah,
think
go
it
ahead.
was the Frank Martin fight. I think it was the Frank Martin fight because he took a year off, came back. People seen what he did to Frank Martin. They're like, oh, we might have to wait longer. I seriously
Yup.
think that's what it is.
And that's another thing. That's what Fanon brought up. They didn't want. First of all, when all right, Shakur and Frank Martin was first. Everybody was praising. Oh my God, that's a good fight. That's the fight right there to make. Da, 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 da. That fight don't fall through. Frank Martin, they say he ducked the whole time. He got offered just like it's like damn, bro. It's like it's nothing new under the sun. He got offered the Tank fight. Yeah, I'm gonna say fuck Shakur, bro. And when that happened, that's what they said. Oh my God, who wanna see this? Who he Frank Martin's a prospect. Why would you fight Frank Martin? That. Same thing with
Mm-hmm.
Roach, bro. Roach. Why is you bringing up Roach? Why is you bringing up Roach? Ain't Shakur ready to go up to fight T.O.?
Man,
I
what tripped
could.
me out is Frank Martin was a good fighter. I can't wait for us to fight. Hey, let me throw him a low ball offer. Shakur
Yeah.
and them offered him a low ball offer the same way Devin Haney offered Shakur a low
See,
ball
bro,
offer.
it's a
So he
revolving door,
won't
bro.
take the fight. Yeah. Then when Tank go ahead and take his fight away from him and give him a decent offer, all of a sudden he's a prospect. Man, get out of here, man. Oh, he hadn't been fighting that long. But yet you wanted to fight him. How
They
come
don't have a
all of these
problem with
clowns want
Shakur
to
Stevenson fighting prospects. Like they didn't have a problem with him fighting Floyd Schofield for his second 12 round fight.
chew
They didn't
that?
They
have a
said
problem
that
with
fight was gonna
Zepeda.
be a better fight than tanking. They said that fight was gonna be a better fight than tanking Roach.
See what I
Shoot,
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Frank Martin had what 17 fights, and they was complaining that he a prospect. He never fought for a title. William Zepeda got 34 fights, don't he? And he never fought for a title.
Mm-hmm.
Been at the
Bro,
same weight class the whole time.
even William Cepeda, bro, even when he was in the WBA lower rank and shit, and they was like, oh, all right, they might he might fight Tank. I just hope he don't fight I hope Tank don't fight William Cepeda. Nobody don't want to see that. See, it's always it's like they play game. It's like a game, bro. Don't get me wrong. See, I don't consider myself a Tank fan, bro. I support him because he from my city for real. Just like everybody here do. Like we don't consider ourselves fans for real. Like I put this on everything I love, bro. Everybody everybody on Instagram, bro. They plan out. When Tank announced a fight, bro, everybody's getting their plane tickets ready,
Exactly.
the club at the Tank fight, bro. That's what we do here. Even if you listen to Coach Calvin, he just did an interview with somebody. He said when they fought for that first world title with what's his name? I forgot.
Pedraza.
For
Pedraza.
Pedraza
Pedraza,
in New
yeah,
York City. He said all he was heading was Baltimore. That's all he was heading in there. But
bingo.
guess what? Everybody flew or went up to New York City for that fight, bro. Like even a dude, if y'all look into it, it's not that serious, but a dude had got let out of jail by mistake. Here he was like the Baltimore City #1 most wanted or whatever. He was like 19 at the time, bro. They
Yeah,
let
I
him
know
out
what
of
you talking
jail.
about.
Yeah, they let him
Yeah.
out of jail by mistake. This nigga went to the fight taking pictures and shit
Hell yeah, he was
up in New York City.
profiling.
Yeah,
Profiling.
that's what I'm saying. Like that, they will never do that. Even Tank said that yesterday. He asked a girl, did you and your homegirl ever say, let's get dressed up and go to a Shakur fight?" She was like, "Hell
But this
no, I
is
went to sleep this last
this,
fight."
this is how crazy
Bro,
the
that's not. It's
hypocrisy
not.
is. So now you're gonna love this. They
It's
were telling
98,
me the
bro.
other day that Manny Pacquiao would be a good fight for Terence Crawford, and that Terence
Who?
Crawford
Who
would
said
win
that?
that fight.
Who said
It
that?
was a whole debate over on KO's panel the other day. We were literally debating on if Manny Pacquiao would be a good fight for Terence Crawford.
Why
It's
would that
some
be a
dumb
debate?
people.
I don't know. It made
That's
no
crazy
sense
as
to me.
fuck. That's a massacre. What the fuck is that?
They said he
Yeah.
deserved a fight. It'll be a good fight, and he quote unquote deserves it. And this is what I'm talking about with the hypocrisy. See, because what happens is there's rumors about Tank fighting Manny, but Manny old, and we don't want to see Tank fight Manny. But then, if somebody else is doing the same exact thing, the narrative completely changes. Manny Pacquiao fighting Terence Crawford makes absolutely no sense at all. Period. But the way they was jumping through hoops to try to make that make sense is very strange to me. It's very interesting to watch.
You
What
remember
up,
when I
Dean?
called? Remember when I said selective greatness is great depending on whether or not Tank's the one doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, but you know what? You know what's crazy is that they say that Bud deserves the Pacquiao fight, but if Tank had that Pacquiao fight,
Hold on one second, man. I gotta really ask a serious fucking question. That is a serious conversation going on with
yeah.
people that are serious people talking about Terence Crawford fighting Manny Pacquiao.
Oh yeah,
I'm
for
It's
talking
sure.
them
about click the link. It
trolls.
was like he clicked the link to debate and everything. For none, they
It's
were
them
serious.
trolls. Yup,
And
it's
these are
them
people, they're
trolls,
just
man.
trolls, right? Uh,
No, this is
anyway,
Pete Terence
that
Crawford
is, let
fan.
me give you my 2 cents on that shit. That's fucking stupid. Hell no. That man is 40
Mm-hmm.
fucking 44 years old, man. That's a real, and he's at 147 and Bud is at 168. You're just trying to make an excuse for this dude to pick up a fuck. That's just like the fucking that ain't much better than fucking Gervonta and Jake Paul. Like the fuck? That dude
Or
shouldn't
Jay
even be
Paul and
fought.
Mike Tyson.
I can't believe that anybody would seriously make that argument, and I don't even understand how that conversation could begin. That's mind-boggling shit. Wow.
Yeah, it came up. We was like, okay, who could he fight next? And that's what came up. And I'm like, y'all can't be serious. Y'all
Can
can't
y'all
be
Mm-hmm.
can y'all
serious.
hear me?
What up, Dean?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? For now, I hope my background noise ain't too crazy because I got my daughters with me, so I'm gonna be real quick. Um, I just hope that we don't do we can't let the boxing community do the Abdullah Mason, Emilio Vargas, Scooter Davis, what they doing to Javante Davis at this point. That's all I wanted to come say. Like the next generation of boxing, we got to make sure we jump ahead of all of that and make sure that just all this nonsense not going on when it comes to the sport of boxing. People running with Gervonta Davis don't want to fight nobody, but then everybody want to fight everybody he fought, including Lamont Roach about to fight Pitbull Cruz. It's just crazy to me, and we let people sit up here and get away with saying he don't want to fight no elite fighters or top fighters. Meanwhile, Barrios, Rolly, Ryan, Frank Martin, Pitbull, Lamont Roach, you name them. The contemporaries want to fight them people. And so I just hope we don't let that happen to Emilio Vargas, Scooter Davis, and the rest of these guys that's coming up, Abdullah Masons. That's all, y'all. Yes,
You
baby.
little
I
Hackett.
holla at y'all.
Got
All
Scooter
right,
Davis
Dean.
fighting
All
again
right,
Peace and
dude.
blessings.
22nd.
Yeah, Scooter's good, man. I really like Scooter. He's a dog, bro, and he's been getting those knockouts, but like
Mm-hmm.
them vicious knockouts. These
The
aren't
body
just
shots.
that. Oh my god, man! I just
Yeah,
want to say shout
Dean.
out to the panel. It's been a minute since I've been up here. I work
Yes,
in the
sir.
morning. I work in the morning, so I can't really jump on. I just be tuning in. But nah, I just wanted to say I just want to jump in real quick on that Shakur, and then I'm gonna jump out. But it's when Shakur signed to Matchroom, I thought it was nasty because he gets on these interviews and you see I like Shakur. I just don't like the antics outside the ring. He talks too much. He reminds me
Yeah.
of and as a matter of fact, before I say he reminds
Isaiah, you went out. Can anybody hear Isaiah?
Nah, I think he went muted on. He went mute or something.
Yeah, I think something happened with him, man. Something happened with. Hey, Aaron, you say you from Baltimore?
Yeah, I'm from Baltimore.
Yeah, I
West
could tell,
Side.
man. I was thinking you sound just like what's my man's name? Come Chris Trucker. Yeah,
Oh,
my man Chris
yeah.
Trucker, man. You sound just like Chris
Yeah.
Trucker.
Yeah, man.
I don't believe that's tough, man. That's unreal. But who would be the best person for the best person for Terence Crawford to fight would probably be. I mean, shit, I don't even know, man. I think he's just kind of topped out. Like, where else
Yeah,
is
Look,
he?
man.
he finished
Other than
boxing.
He need
rematch,
to
Terence Crawford
defend
is
his
finished
belt.
boxing.
what'd
He
you
need
say?
to defend. Oh, go ahead, too.
Oh, no, go ahead, go ahead. I was gonna say ladies first, but
Oh, I was just gonna say he finished boxing. Like Terence Crawford has done it all. He got 13 belts and 6 fights. Like it's nothing left for him to do. 5 division champion, 3-time undisputed. Because it's like, who you gonna fight next? Like seriously. And everybody's saying Benavidez, and I mean, I guess if you pound for pound number one, you feel what I'm saying? But who's gonna watch you fight anybody if you're so great? You get what I'm saying? Like how is that gonna make you a draw? Like they're saying now that, oh, this is another thing for now Terence Crawford is the face of boxing. That's the new thing. And
well,
so I'm like,
I know what that's about. That
Mm-hmm.
they've been selling him, man. That's like creative artists. They've been selling him, selling him, selling him, selling him, selling him. I'm telling you, man, he's got a very expensive operation, man. The way
Yeah.
that he works with creative CAA, what is that? Creative Artists Associates or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
they are like, you notice how many videos come up about Bud that are about him playing other sports. Like they're trying to sell him as this other level athlete that is he can play football, he can play baseball, he can do this, he can do that, he can do this, he can do that. Like that's all concerted. They're putting him on all these talk shows and doing all this stuff to basically get him to cross over. And yeah, so that's where they are. But I think that they were like they did a lot of that, but that's not necessarily connected to boxing and like what Turkey Al Sheik and those guys are going to try to do. So I mean, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to throw Hamas Shiraz at him and not give him a fight, just to try to put him out there and try to take advantage of the investment they put into him. Because I still maintain they didn't want Terence Crawford to win that fight against Canelo
No.
Alvarez, and that cost those dudes a lot of money. What are you saying, Dave?
His next fight, if he do fight again, I bet you it'd be a re-out season, and I bet you it'd be up against somebody who they really want to win, and I bet you it'll end up happening. Why? They not above fixing fights, and if they can't fix the fight with the judges, or he looked too good doing it, they're going to spike him. Boxing is a dirty sport, and we already know how they spike people's water bottles. They go ahead and put something in something they eat on a sneak tip. You know what I mean? You get too comfortable, and the next thing you know, you go in the ring and you don't feel like yourself. That's the history of boxing when it comes to fixing boxing matches, and it happens. And he go over there for his next fight. If he fight again, that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. And seriously, on the note of Terence Crawford, man, his whole this him and this three division undisputed man got the biggest asterisk mark on it because he never defends the titles, never defend those belts. How you gonna be 3-time undisputed and you're not defending the undisputed title against any credible opponents? Where you got all these cats sitting back wanting to become undisputed. Alexander Usyk, he defends it. When he became undisputed, he defended the undisputed title. That's what people want to see. Don't nobody want to see a guy who weight jumps from one division to another division winning all the belts only because his opponent already obtained three three of the belts. So all they gotta do is beat him once, and he's the undisputed champion. He sit back and watch, and they age out fighters as they go about the painstaking task of defeating every opponent in order to become undisputed. That's how you do it. Not fight one fight. Yeah, I'm undisputed. Then bounce to the next damn weight class to do it again. It's ridiculous. You know what I
Damn,
What's,
mean?
that's
what's
a
also
solid ass. I gotta hey, let me interject. That's a solid ass point. And I hate to like restate, but that's an interesting perspective because like if you were never defended, like the 135, and I fuck with Bud, and I don't have a problem. I'm just saying, I'm just analyzing what you said. I think that's a very unique take because if I accept what you say to be true, then it's like okay, at 135, he defended two belts one time, I think. Then at at 135, he defended one belt. At 140, he got two belts against one guy. At 147, he got three belts against the other guy. And then at 168, he got all four. So it basically progressively, the higher he went up, the fewer fights he had to have in order to obtain it. That is a very
Yeah.
structured and methodical thing. That's I never thought about it because it really goes from he never defended and in none of the three did he ever actually defend him. That's
Nope.
wild. I didn't ever think
yeah,
about it from.
that's why I said he's the luckiest opportunist in boxing that we're gonna see for a minute. To be in the right place in the right time for that and be able to get in there for them fights at that time. Like, so even
Mm-hmm.
then, the other crazy thing, because y'all was talking about they wanted him to fight Manny. I seen something. I don't know if it's true or not, but they was talking about him having two fights with Conor McGregor. Like to what you were saying, Fannon, about how they're trying to market him basically as like a renaissance man in sports. Like he can do everything. So they was talking about him having a boxing match with Conor McGregor and then fighting Conor McGregor in the octagon too. I don't know if that's true or if that's something that's serious, but I seen a news article about that just a couple weeks ago.
I won't put it past them because they have no other way than to try to build him up as a likable person. But you can't build Bud up to be a likable person because Bud was the first boxer who said out his mouth, fuck the fans. Excuse me for saying it. But he said that. And then Shakur ran behind him. Yeah, the fans. So we got
Hey,
all
hold on one
these.
second. Hold on one second. Hey, bro, Fahim Sator, bro, don't send me no more bullshit like that, bro. Don't send me no more bullshit like that. Don't appreciate it, dog. I'm not gonna let you just go in my fucking ear for 45 minutes because you pissed off about a fucking exhibition. Okay? You didn't listen to what the fuck I had to say and complain first time fucking out, bro. You must be getting paid for Shakur Stevenson. How much does Shakur pay you? Huh? I'm sick of the nigga talking crazy, bro. This shit doesn't make any fucking sense. Just stop talking. The fucking fight is it's an exhibition that's already done. You overdo the fucking shit, dude. And you're in bed with fucking Shakur Stevenson more than I'm fucking in bed with fucking Gervonta. Give me a fucking break, nigga. I already told you like 90 fucking times I don't like the fucking fight. I don't have to like the fucking fight. I also don't have to listen to fucking Lamont Roach call somebody a bald head fucking stepchild or whatever the fuck he said while his dumb ass loses a fight that I wanted to see. And Shakur Stevenson can talk all fucking day. It's not going to get the fucking fight done. They're talking their way out of fucking fights. You niggas hate on Gervonta Davis all fucking time, all the fucking time. You got nothing positive to say about the kid, man. Fuck that. Okay? I don't have to hate this nigga. I don't have to hate this fight. I don't. The fight's going to be over in December, and then we're going to be in January. Then what? Complain about the next fight that he has? Literally, I would listen to you all. I would. If you didn't complain about everything the kid does. Everything. You complain about him fighting Leo Santa Cruz. You complain about him fighting Hector Garcia. You complain, you say you don't even want to see him fight Lamont Roach. You didn't want to see Ryan Garcia. You didn't want to see Mario Barrios. Get the fuck out of here, man. You complain about every fucking thing the kid does. I'm not co-signing that shit. He can do what the fuck he wants because you all are so fucking biased. That's why. If you are just going to be prejudiced against a guy and you're going to shit on everything he does, fuck you. You're the problem. You got nothing.
You're on mute. You went mute. Fannon, you're on mute.
I'm sorry. Thank you. I have plenty of fucking good things to say about Shakur Stevenson. I say good things about Shakur Stevenson all fucking day long. You niggas shit on this kid full time for money. Okay? And I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing this kid can do right. Nothing. And at a certain point in time, if you won't give this kid any credit for anything that he does, he's going to stop looking for your credit. Let me repeat that for you dumbasses. If you never give somebody credit, they're going to seek looking for credit. If you never, ever acknowledge what the man does that's good, he's going to stop trying to do things that you think are good because it's a waste of his fucking energy. That's what Gervonta Davis is saying. And it's very clear that that's what he's saying. If you're not going to give me credit for anything, then I'm not going to try to do anything for you. Okay? What else do you expect from the kid? How many years is it going to be? If it was just 1 year, okay. If it was just 2 years, okay. 3, year 4, year fucking 5, year 6. Fuck out of here. You've not been happy about anything the kid has done. So I have to stop listening to you. And I mean it. I was defending Shakur Stevenson. But you know what I was doing, Fahim? I was purposely not listening to him. Purposely not listening to him. But you know what occurred to me, Fahim? He's going on these shows, and he knows full well the only reason they want him on that show is that little section where he talks about Gervonta. And that's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Only known.
Exactly.
He is only known because of Gervonta Davis. Devin Haney rolled Gervonta Davis's back like a fucking cyst. You know what I mean? He won't get off that man's name for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You think they have literally lived. The only reason they get to talk on any of these shows is because they want to ask them about Gervonta. And you guys give them what they want, and you know it. You give them what they want so that you can continue to go on the show. And you continue to push what he isn't doing, what he's not doing, so your name can be connected to him. Get the fuck out of here. You niggas are the Commodores on fucking tour with the Jacksons talking shit about how you should be opening for Michael. Fuck out of here. You ain't no fucking Michael Jackson. Niggas ain't coming out to see you. That's just a fucking fact. Your shit is manufactured as manufactured can fucking get. And I'm sick of this shit. It's fake as fuck. You niggas is running around literally badgering people from even talking to certain YouTube people. And you want to tell me how much does Leonard Ellerby pay me? Leonard Ellerby ain't never paid me a fucking thing. And I ain't never took no money from no fucking fighters ever. I also ain't never charged no fighters no money. I also don't lie for fighters. I also don't fucking scheme on fucking fighters. Y'all do though. You do though. And you better, you talking about me? I take more fucking heat than any of you niggas times 100. Fuck you talking about. Every time I get on here, I got 1,000 fucking haters in the fucking background saying all kind of shit about me, Fahim. Talking about I did some shit to some kid, talking about I'm gay, talking about this, talking about niggas lying about suing me. And you got enough nerve to say who the fuck I work for, nigga? Please. I don't work for no fucking body. And you know it. So don't fucking say that. I don't appreciate it. Because I take bullets for you niggas. A lot. I'm the one that jump out there. They don't fucking call you niggas and try to file a lawsuit on you niggas. They lie about it on me though. So stop that shit. You don't have a bunch of fucking crab grabbing ass niggas jumping on your fucking back so they can get on Blue Blood's fucking channel. You don't have that shit. So don't tell me I'm out here taking checks from somebody. I ain't taking no checks. I don't appreciate that shit. I take more heat. I take more heat than any of you niggas take, for my opinion. Way more heat. And you know it. So don't tell me why you niggas is out here trying to get some fucking clout off talking to me that I'm a nigga that's getting paid. Please, I'm the nigga getting taken advantage of, if anything.
True that. True that. You 100% right. And everything that you just said, this shit is fucking sickening. I'm sick and tired of these cats, man. Motherfuckers like Big Dog Willie sitting up here admitting J. Paul people reached out to him and he signed a contract for a certain amount of dollars to get online and trash Tank and to promote Jake Paul fight with Tank. Man, the shit is get. Man, these motherfuckers. And he said he get joy watching us crash out because this shit is ridiculous. We see reason. We see truth. We go here and we provide and talk about that. But these cats are being paid by foreign entities into the sport of boxing to come in and tear boxers down who actually are trying to do good in their communities and for their people and for themselves and for their families. The shit, man, the shit.
Bro,
I feel, oh man.
bro, it's on Netflix, bro. It's free. They don't have to pay for it. They don't gotta watch it, bro. That's how you could tell it's an agenda. They don't gotta watch it. It's free. It's on
Man,
free streaming.
this shit is getting like fucking politics dealing with these fucking Trumpers and man, this shit is not good for me. You know, and it's not good for me, man. I might just have to take a chill out because this shit is really fucking with my nerves and with all the other shit, man, and my PTSD from man,
Man, it's all good, bro. We just gotta blow it off every once in a while, bro. But for real, these dudes is overdoing it like a champ, man. They really are overdoing it. There's no reason that anybody, and I love that 2 Cents said that. There's no fucking reason there should be this much fucking drama over the fact that Gervonta Davis is taking an exhibition fight. There's no reason for it to, it's so over the top, bro, that it really is fuck y'all. Because you're never going to be fucking happy about anything. So the kid might as well go do what he's going to do. That's the only thing a logical person does. If you know somebody doesn't want you, if a woman doesn't want you, you don't keep calling her, talking to her, sending her presents, changing how you dress. No, you just go somewhere where they want you. You all act like you don't want Gervonta Davis. So don't be surprised if he doesn't go give your fighter a fight. Because you're so disrespectful, man. Your voice echoes. This is a social media, and I will admit something. That T. Orlando is right about being a figure. Your opinions echo in the ears of people that you make solid arguments with. It's called influence. It's what it really is. But you guys are influencing people with things you know not to be true, and knowing that the majority, or at least a substantial portion of the people that are listening to you, will not be able to discern the truth from falsity. So you pay a numbers game when you spread this lie, and this is what it's doing to this kid. I have empathy for Gervonta. I'm sorry, I do. I have empathy for the kid. I don't believe that he deserves the treatment that he's getting. He doesn't. Just because he's the biggest name doesn't mean that he has to take the most abuse. No. That just means that he's being seen by more and more scumbags. And you guys just happen to be the scumbags. This kid has not done anything. This kid has not done anything to deserve the amount of disrespect that he gets. Not from people showing mugshots, not from people claiming he doesn't want to be great, from people saying, acting like they want to fight him while they go sign with people they know full well they have no intention on fighting them. You guys are just, again, taking advantage of this kid. And it's terrible to see in real time. I can only imagine what happens to the kid if he's not careful, if he stops fighting. If he's got this amount of stuff around him, how many people are going to be parasitic in his life for his money? Like, seriously, man, this is about him. This is all about Tank's money. It's all about Tank's size in the boxing world. It's all about him being able to be popular. And you all don't want him to be that. But you're overdoing it. You're doing it to the point of it being oppressive to the young man. He's a 30-year-old kid. Devin Haney is not dealing with none of these guys are dealing with the pressure that Gervonta Davis has to deal with. He's the only one of these guys that are truly significant athletes. That's what Jake Paul's promoter MVP said. He's like, Gervonta Davis, the reason that all y'all are tripping is because Gervonta is proving that he is a significant athlete. Devin Haney is not a significant athlete, bro. He's not up there with those basketball players. He's not there with Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? Tank is a legitimate star. And you guys are trying to tear him down, man, because you want your boys there. And it's just so obvious.
I wanted to add on to that, man. Because what you're saying, like, you remember when I said that Tank is basically getting all the same hate that Floyd got? The thing is, like, it's probably even more, because a lot of people was mad at Floyd because of the whole situation with Pacquiao. But then, even then, like, Pacquiao wasn't out in the public, like, just constantly bashing Floyd. Hold on. He wasn't constantly bashing Floyd. Now, Tank got Bud going at him. He got all these fans going at him. He had Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, even Raymond Ford. He had Clarissa Shields. All these people going at him, right? And it's like, man, I ain't never seen a time where they had to jump somebody. They had to jump him because he's more popular. They couldn't build their names up, so they got to try to tear him down to their level. Like, nobody wants to watch
What
them
about
fight.
all the stuff Andre Ward been saying? Andre Ward, Tim Bradley, like all of these guys, and if y'all notice, they're quote unquote top ranked guys.
Yep, and
That's who
Paulie
these people
Malignaggi.
are. And
All of
Foley,
them.
like it's crazy.
What's his name? That worked for the Zone, the commentator, Sergio.
Oh, Sergio Mora, the Latin snake, they call him.
Yeah. He said, yes. I watched the interview with him yesterday. He said this nigga said that Tank is not articulate. He don't know how to talk. He but basically calling him dumb, bro. Like, I'm
Yep.
like, bro, is this boxing shit this serious? So you gotta call
To Eddie Hearn.
another grown
Eddie Hearn
man
said it
dumb?
too.
Yeah, he said it. He was like, the press conference was boring, and you put a mic in front of Tank's face, he don't know what to say. Like, bro, everybody's not a talker. They don't got nothing to be with being dumb. He called that man
Exactly.
dumb, bro. Another grown man with kids and a family, he called him dumb.
But that's because they dumb. Because like
That's
that's the
already
problem
been
with a lot of
debunked
people.
though. They just keep
That's
running
the
with that
problem with a lot of
narrative.
people. Because a lot of people they think that how something sounds is an indication of how correct or factual it is. That's the problem with people, because they listen more to how something is said instead of what's being said. And that just across the board. That's why some people, be making that mistake. And it's very interesting because I think Steve Harvey put it best. I caught him like in this interview he had on the Pivot podcast. I don't know if y'all ever checked that out. They just interview everybody. But Steve
with
Harvey has said
Ryan
like,
Clark.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't see enough of that, man. I need to subscribe and watch all of the Pivot. They pretty
oh,
good, huh?
they pretty dope. They pretty dope. Like
Yeah, I know
they
Ryan.
had interviews with everyone.
Hey, real quick, segue because Ryan Clark is a noob.
All right.
A phenomenal noob says, just jumping in and caught you giving folk the blues. I told you we gonna ride for you, noob. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Oh, and I haven't forgotten to hit you up. These IT projects at work got me in 24-hour spin cycle. Yeah, man. I don't know what Fahim was on, bro. I wasn't trying to hear that shit today. Seriously, bro. I'm sick of you. I'm so sick of y'all hating on Tank. It's just I can't tolerate that shit, man. Leo states that I'm glad Tank is fighting Jake so everybody can see Jake get his ass whooped. That would be nice if that happened. Demariano Hayes, thank you for gifting a membership, channel membership. Thank you, man. That's been a while since I've seen that. And Jeep Red Boy gifted 5 memberships, man. Thank y'all, man. Hey, man, put a thank you in the chat if you were gifted a membership, man. And LeVar said, Martin, I used to come here every day and say, watch Claymore, watch Fleeting Flyer. Now I'm saying, watch this clown. He hates Tank and he be on Blues Channel really soon talking about you. Hey, I don't give. Hey, thank you, LeVar, because I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. It means a lot, bro. I really do. But seriously, dog, I don't care. Cats can do what they want to do, bro. But if you say it to me, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. I take more pressure than, and I'm not saying that in a bragging way. Bro, I take a lot of fucking heat for my boxing opinions, bro. And I don't even say I'm media. I got half the fucking boxing world on my nuts half the fucking time. So I get recognized when I walk out in the streets. Almost every time I go out of my house, I get recognized. Bro, I have that shit because of my fucking opinion. So leave me the fuck alone, bro. You niggas are the ones that don't get to show your face ever, get to walk around, don't got to worry about nothing, bro. I did not get into boxing to have my face recognized while I'm just walking through the grocery store. So, and have a bunch of niggas threatening you at the same time. So I'm not trying to hear that bullshit, bro. Okay? Live my life for a fucking minute. Then I'll listen to you niggas whine about bullshit. I say fuck niggas that hate on niggas too much. And Phoenix hates too much on Shakur. But at least he ain't lying. That shit is bullshit that Gervonta ain't never fought nobody. Thank you, LeVar. I appreciate you, bro, for letting me know that. Victor said, you so right, Fannon. Tank is a prolific athlete. He is. He's somebody that's significant. Demariano Hayes said, to the supporters of the channel, Thomas Hill is the one who got me my wrench. This for you too, man. Thank you, Demariano Hayes. Yeah, man, let me know who needs wrenches and not need wrenches. I know that Fahim Zator can be tripping. I fucks with Fahim Zator, though. But it's because I go wild and say stupid shit sometimes myself. So I can understand the necessity to be like, hey, man, bro, but don't just say stupid shit, okay? You don't have to deal with what I got to deal with, all right? I got to deal with real shit. And then, oh, man, ain't nobody serious. Bro, when you start walking around grocery stores and having 4, 2, and 3 people totally unconnected walk up to you, be like, hey, man, I like your boxing channel, da-da-da. And the shit has happened in multiple states. So don't tell me that shit. I got all kind of people, PBC sweating me about shit, Top Rank sweating me about shit. You know fucking Andre Ward sweated me about shit. Floyd Mayweather sweated me about shit. Why? Because of my opinion. If you don't have anybody doing that to you, leave me the fuck alone and let me have my opinion. Sorry about that, bro. Go ahead, Joe.
Man, I'm just sitting here and it's like I'm like gathering, my composure back. And I'm just sitting here and the first thing that popped in my head, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking I'm holding Trinity and I pray that the king is going to come back and he's going to spin the block and he's going to run through every last one of these motherfuckers with a vengeance, like Nas destroying Jay-Z in that song Ether. When he said, y'all some envy, having, wannabe, snakes. You prey on me, spit on me, talk behind my back. Y'all some fake, phony, well-wishing, envy-hawking snakes. And that's just exactly how I see all of these. I see everything that's going on right now that's trying to come down. on that brother's head.
It's
You
crazy,
know,
man. It's terrible.
it's,
It's terrible what they're doing. Absolutely.
and these
Absolutely.
are fellow black people, brown people, indigenous people, aboriginal people being paid by the powers that be on a low end scale to tear down one of their own who come from the trenches, from the mud, from the pit. If anybody has ever seen Westside Bmore, Sandtown, and know how it look and how it is there, how crazy it is, man, I paid my price for everything that I did in my past. I prayed my forgiveness for it, for any part that I had to do, and anything that went on that helped to tear down my community. And I sit back and I think, here's a kid that could have been one of them little boys I used to go ahead and hand off a couple of dollars to run back and forth to the store for me. Come up like he has, dealing with the shit that he had to deal with to make something out of himself and to put on his shoulder his city on his back for these damn snake ass trifling. Oh,
Hey, man, it's tough if you're an empathetic person, bro. You're obviously a very, very empathetic person, man, and can feel for other people. A lot of these people don't have the ability to do that, man. They just look at stuff from their own perspective and what people can do for them. That's that whole, super capitalistic
oh
mindset,
man.
man. It's tough, man. Seriously, man. That's how people can sell people into slavery. That's how people can manipulate and know that they're not paying people enough money because I'm telling you, man, when you're not in it, if you're not in it to make like really for the conversation and really for boxing, like a lot of these guys, that's why they don't actually do videos about like the technique in boxing. Those guys don't have a choice but to be honest and be upfront when they're looking at the technique of boxing. The people that deal a lot of time and want to be boxing media, want to be news, their whole job is to affect the narrative. That's what they want to do. They are trying to influence public discourse, and that's what their job is. And they are going to do their job to the fullest. And unfortunately, for Black people, we have a lot of people that try to claim they're doing one thing when they're really doing something else. They are really seeking when they want to be leaders. That's why I like what Neely Fuller Jr. said about we don't have Black leaders, we have Black spokesmen. People that want to get out there and talk about what Black people should be doing, but they don't have any real capability to lead anybody anywhere. So if you look at how boxing YouTube is playing out, these most of these content creators that are on the take don't have the ability to lead you anywhere that is true. They only have the ability to try to direct the conversation in the way that they want it to go. So eventually you're going to find out that they're vapid. Really, you cannot have be an honest person and lie that much. I mean, literally, it's hard for me to comprehend somebody that is really out there caring about the sport of boxing that can lie 365 days straight. That's somebody that's getting paid. That's an amazing consistency. That's somebody whose job it is to do that, because it would take too much pressure on a normal person to lie that much. Even if you just say, I mean, try to walk through the day to just normal people in your family and just try to tell them 5 or 6 things that ain't true. That shit is gonna bother you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna bother you. These people are doing this shit for 365, 3 videos a day, 365 days a year for at least the last 7 years. That is a lying machine. right? And they even now got their justifications for it. You know, everything's subject to change. You know what I mean? Shit like that. They even got there's no conscience there because that's their job to do it. And sometimes and the fault of us or me is that it took too long to notice that. To notice like, oh, these guys are like, they're trying to affect, when they said print is dead, these dudes got off the printed page where they were manipulating people and they got into the comment sections of the web pages. And now they're in the comment sections of boxing pages, and they're doing the same thing the politicians are doing, like the Trump does to the Democrats, and the same thing the Democrats do to Republicans. They're doing that, setting up that same system within even in smaller niche were formerly niche communities like boxing. It's amazing to me to watch these guys perform. Like, I used to think that this was real conversations. They're not. They're performances. It's like really Orwellian. If you look at it and you really like open yourself to the fact that like you look at this guy and you be like, hold on, man, this guy's reading from he's not reading from a script, but he's reading from a playbook. And the other subscribers, a lot of the subscribers that are watching you are not real because they pay for their subscribers. They pay for people to be in the audience. And they're real people that are talking, but they're just not, they're just PR people who are presenting.
Oh, you mute, bro.
So listen to what I can hear me now. How long was I going? Every time I bump my hand on this shit.
It was about 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm just saying, look at these people for the next month and just do a little checklist and say, how many lies did they tell? I promise you, you're going to get at least 3 lies for every day for 30 days. I promise you'll get to 90 lies. I promise you. 90 documented where you can go look it up and it's not true because it's subject to change. The truth is subject to change. Why? Because they're getting the report from somebody else to tell them what to say. And they use honest platforms as a way to influence the few people that are listening, but primarily to do the job for the people like Turkey Al-Sheikh, Eddie Hearn, and guys like those who are very, very much into media manipulation. It's amazing. It's some Orwellian shit. If you don't know what Orwell is like the one that wrote 1984, Animal House.
Big Brother watching.
Yeah. That's why I said it's interesting to watch. Like it's interesting for you to hear something that if you just take two seconds to think about it, it makes absolutely no sense. But you will go around and repeat this and argue with people and go back and forth. Well, what you're saying doesn't make any sense at all. It's unbelievable to me. And this is way deeper than I'm scared, I don't want to fight nobody, I'm ducking. That's like very, very surface level. Like I keep telling y'all, man, it's a campaign. Turkey has been trying to bottom out the American market. And how are you going to do that? Is by taking out the African American fighters. He took Shakur and Devin overseas, got them on undercards, lowered their value. He put a campaign out on Boots. Now Boots duck everybody. Boots went from the boogeyman to ducking everybody and not wanting to fight nobody, like overnight with that Virgil Ortiz shit. And they're doing the same thing to Tank because he's trying to destroy the American market. And you guys are just cheering on the whole demise of the fall of the American boxing in America. And then you say shit like, well, boxing is worldwide. What? So when you want to be the leader of it, you want to take it away because it's worldwide? Like, I don't understand that. And then I tell them, well, what about America First? And they say, oh, you're trying to gaslight us. How? You want Americans to go fight all around the world? Like, that shit not going to be profitable for them. They make money and can do numbers right here in the United States.
Oh, God, that's hilarious. Man, you're hilarious. You just described them gaslighting you, and then they turn around and said, you're gaslighting. That's what I'm telling you. These people have psychological, I'm telling you, these motherfuckers got like psychologists working with these people to figure out how to mind.
Exactly.
It's
It's the
crazy.
Trump
Exactly.
playbook from
Like Phoenix,
it's the
like
Russian.
seriously, frequent flyer, fucking frequent flyer is a perfect example of that shit. Every live stream, bro, frequent flyer will show up and want to talk 5 minutes before I say that I'm getting off. That's when he comes on and he starts talking in circles for like 15 fucking minutes. And then there'll be times where I'm talking about something and all of a sudden somebody got to jump up and tell me that they want me to do a video about a subject completely unfucking related to what I'm talking about. Right? Because I'm on somebody's ass, but somebody comes and just cuts across that shit like that. I'm telling you, man, I've been watching these people for 7 fucking years, bro. They are wild as hell with this shit.
Well, it's
And
textbook,
that was why
man.
I took a break.
I see straight through it. It's textbook. And I get on my live streams and my videos and I explain to people how they're manipulating you, how they're playing with you emotionally, how they putting y'all in the trick bag and spinning y'all up. I point it out because it's not hard to see it all. Anytime that I can't have my own perspective and my viewpoint and I get attacked for what I say, they're trying to control you. Anytime that somebody doesn't do what you want them to do and you get upset about it, it's because you're trying to control that person. Otherwise, if they didn't do what you wanted them to do, then what do you care? Why would you be upset? Like they're trying to control and manipulate and control and dictate how you think and how you feel. If you a Tank fan in the boxing YouTube boxing streets right now, it's like you wearing a scarlet letter. Like I'll be on the panel talking to somebody. Oh, you a Tank fan? Like, what does that mean? What does that mean that I'm a Tank fan? What does that mean? What does that mean to? Can you define that? I'm a Tank fan. So what? Why do you have to acknowledge that or say that? I'm also a Shakur fan. I'm also a Terence Crawford fan. I'm also a Deontay Wilder fan. Like, why are you specifying that I'm quote unquote a Tank fan? Like, I don't understand that. So I'm just telling people, listen to what they are saying and stop being emotional. Because if you're emotional, you're easily manipulated. That's why they got y'all so riled up and mad, so they can manipulate y'all. Like it's so easy to see. I don't get it.
Man,
But
this
the
shit
crazy
is
thing is, like,
emotional
they
distress.
they got people to the point where they not even looking at firsthand sources. Like you could go, you every sanctioning, like for example, every sanctioning body got their own official website. Every sanctioning body got their conventions. They announce their mandatories. They let you know what fights they want to order. They let you know if they got eliminators, how the rankings are moving. They got all the information for all of their fights and everything on there. But then people want to convince you, oh no, in a check, or no, look at what it say on Wikipedia, or look at what it's saying on Twitter or on YouTube. I'm like, what everywhere else? X course where you actually
And
getting WBA say one
You
thing,
breaking up.
people like,
You
no,
breaking up.
well look at this article. Okay, give me 1 sec.
Yeah. Were you gonna say something, David?
man, these people, man,
Oh, Fanon,
this
I got a question
this
for
is
you.
Yeah. Go
What do
ahead,
you
Susie.
what do you think about how people nobody is really talking about this Muhammad Ali Act thing? I talk about it on my channel and discuss it on my channel. But what do you think about how silent people are about this Muhammad Ali Act and what changes will possibly be made. And they're saying now TGB is supporting the supporting the legislation because somebody put out a letter dated in the future and not signed and said that it was from TGB Promotions. Now, the issue I have with that, right? And people think if they say, oh, well, Tom Brown is supporting it, like that's going to change my mind. I don't care who's supporting it. I don't think it's a good idea. But nobody said anything about Turkey and Dana and them trying to turn the Ali Act. But as soon as they heard TGB was allegedly supporting it, then people came in my live streams and started wanting to talk about it. I'm like, what? I don't hear nothing about the Ali Act because y'all didn't say anything when Turkey and Dana was the one doing it. But now, since you think that Tom Brown is supporting it, you want to come on here and say something?
Let
No,
me
y'all not gonna say nothing about it, and we don't even know for sure how true that is, huh?
Well, I can have a very short answer for you to them about Tom Brown. Tom Brown is a promoter. Of course, he supports the Ali Act. Every promoter is going to support the elimination of the Ali Act. Other probably than Bob Arum, because it allows them to double time their fighters and they win. It's no surprise that a promoter would want to gut the Ali Act. The Ali Act is there to stop promoters. So yeah, of course TGB is going to want that. I wouldn't be surprised if Samson Leskovich wanted it. I wouldn't be surprised as long as they have enough money in order to do a boxing league, a certified boxing organization, because that's what they're trying to do. They're not trying. They basically cannot touch really the Muhammad Ali Act, and they stopped trying. Trust me. So what they did is they introduced a new act called the Muhammad Ali Revival Act. Now notice, remember, it's the Muhammad Ali Reform Act, and this is the Muhammad Ali Revival Act. So what they're trying to do is create to allow them to create boxing organizations that can operate like the UFC does. But that doesn't mean just because UFC is the first one that it will be the only one, which is where I told you, as I mentioned it before, that even with Al Heyman, the Muhammad Ali Revival Act is going to help Al Heyman, because now Al Heyman doesn't need to have these other promoters as long as he can get enough money to abide by the requirements of the Muhammad Ali Revival Act. You got to remember, this is going to open the door to all the crooks. Okay, it's just another part of what you're saying about them trying to tear down the market. I don't think Turki Al-Sheikh and these guys want to have a profitable boxing organization. They just want people to found a bunch of fucking boxing organizations where they can provide a little bit of health insurance to their 5-10 fighters that they have, and then they can have a league where the promoters take the money. I mean, of course Tom Brown is going to support that. It's there for them. It's not there for the fighters. The problem is going to be where you see fighters, and this is why I'm telling people don't understand business. The Ali Act is here to prevent this. If I'm a promoter and I have 100 fighters and I have a manager, like take, for example, Bob Arum. Bob Arum, every single solitary person that Jay Prince manages is promoted by Bob Arum. So Bob Arum can send people to Jay Prince in exchange for Jay Prince giving him sweetheart deals to the people that he sends them to. That's how that works. So Jay Prince is going to love it. Is going to love the Muhammad Ali Revival Act. The promoters are going to love it. The person that's not going to love it is the fighter. So when somebody presents to you the fact justifies the Muhammad Ali Act because the crooks want it, the problem is that they're the problem. They're the ones we need protection from. That just tells me that the people that are talking about it don't understand what the Muhammad Ali Reform Act does, and they don't understand what the Muhammad Ali Revival Act will do. The Muhammad Ali Revival Act is going to allow Al Heyman, and let's just say Al Heyman's a bad guy, but he's a fucking bad guy that can get his hands on $1 billion. He creates a boxing organization with contracts with whatever, one of them big ass hotels. And he says, look, I got $100 million. You guys pay me these fees for these fights. I don't even have to worry about managers or anybody because these guys are all going to get paid on a fixed fee. And I can make a bunch of money. That's what somebody like Al Heyman will be thinking. They're not going to they're thinking, oh shit, you just let me in. You know what I'm saying? You open the motherfucking, think of the boxers as that. Think about the Muhammad Ali Act like this. It's the chicken coop. Okay? Mm-hmm. And think of the promoters and the manager as the wolf. As soon as you fucking open that shit up, all the wolves is running in there, and ain't just gonna be Turkey. It's gonna be everybody. They're simple-minded, 2 Cent. They're simple-minded. They don't understand business because they're bots. And by bots, I mean they're PR people who are telling people what they need. They don't think their way through the problem. Who is going to benefit from the Ali Act? Tom Brown, Al Heyman, Oscar De La Hoya. They're going to benefit. They could be behind. All them dudes is probably behind the scenes saying, pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it. Unless they're a boxer and they really do care. But if they're just some fucking businessman, like let's say Shelly Finkel, no disrespect to Shelly Finkel, but Shelly Finkel's main job is in music. So you think he ain't gonna mind being able to get managerial contracts where he's just gonna be able to do what he wants with the promoter? Come on. That's what they're protecting him from. I hope that makes sense.
The crazy part is with this, like that they don't realize like, okay, if they're gonna have fixed, rates, like there's flat payments for boxers depending on what level they at. Like that means it's not even gonna matter whether the event makes a profit or not. Because even if it does make a profit, the boxers ain't gonna get a cut of that. They're gonna get whatever that flat fee is, or like what we know is their guarantees. They're just gonna be getting guarantees. Maybe they might get a bonus for performance of the night or something, but all that backhand stuff the promoters is gonna keep. And it works for somebody like Turkey, like hypothetically.
And they
If what
should
they
and they should keep
like, yeah. And if what they're saying is true,
you know why they keep it?
what was that?
They keep it because you signed for a fixed fee. That is the structure of the contract. Because you're not taking there's no risk for you. You know how much you're going to get for your fight no matter what you do. Since you're going to get the same amount of money no matter what you do, you don't get any back end. The only way you get back end is if you're taking the risk. They're making the argument they're going to allow all the risk to be absorbed by the boxing organization. The insurance, the fees, the variable income on the fights. That's what they're gonna do. Let me gotta mute you real quick because you got a lot of
okay.
Yeah. That's why they won't get any more money. Because literally the manager can say, or the owner, let's just say the owner is going to say, look, I'm taking all the risk. If nobody buys the fight, you're still going to get your money and you're going to get your insurance. So what they're giving you is going to give you peanuts because they're the ones that are going to be responsible for whether or not what does peanuts grow on a tree or they grow on the ground? I think they grow on the ground. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the equation is. When you say, give me a fixed fee, they say, okay, I'm going to take all the risk. That's what that's Dana White's argument with the UFC. He's like, look, if these pay-per-views go down and they don't sell or we lose our contract, we lose the money. But we're going to pay you a set fee. The way you have boxing right now, if you get on pay-per-view, the fighter is taking the risk. So for the fighter gets the most reward. But in a situation where you have this boxing organization, you're not even going to be allowed to take the risk. You're not going to say, hey, no, give me a part of the risk. They're like, no, that's not our business model. You don't get to have any of the risk, which means you don't get to have any of the reward. And if you want to go fight outside, that's why every UFC fighter wants to fight in boxing because they're actually allowed to take the risk that the fight will do well instead of having Dana take all the risk and Dana get all the money. That's why that's like a sharecropper system after slavery. They're like, look, we own the land. We own the land. We got to pay the mortgage on the land. So we're going to give you a little cut and let you sharecrop on our land versus you owning your own land. The more risk you take, the more money you have. That's why Shakur Stevenson going to chase the bag over with Turki Al-Sheikh when you know you're not making any money and you're resting your laurels on how much money this guy's willing to lose. Brother, you're going to be in a sharecropper system soon. You've got to fucking take the risk and be the one that's responsible for bringing in the revenue, which is something Gervonta Davis did. He deserves it because he took the risk early. He went with a model where everything was going to be on pay-per-view for him when he was young and he had to eat what he killed. He took that risk. Shakur didn't take that risk. Lamont didn't take that risk. They went over, or at least Shakur went over and got those guaranteed money, guaranteed shots at titles, guaranteed fights that are going to help build you to be a better fighter. Same way that Errol took his chance with Al Heyman and knew that I'm going to get to eat what I kill. But the downside is you're not going to give me a bunch of match-made fights in order to get me to a skill set where now I can be ready to do it. No, they bet on themselves, got their money up front, and sacrificed the amount of development time they had as fighters. Meanwhile, Shakur and these guys didn't take a chance, got all that extra shit given to them, took advantage of it, and now want to talk shit about the guys that took the chance to begin with. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, these people do not fundamentally attempt to understand these things. They don't fundamentally they attempt to spread the message that's given to them.
Yep, and like that's the craziest part about this. Is like looking at it hypothetically. If what they saying is true about Canelo making 150 for that Bud fight and Bud making 10 mil, that's 160 million. And right now they're saying that the fight made 47 million off the live gate, and it didn't have no pay per view. So like, if we just going off the money spent for Canelo and Bud and that 47 million they say they made, that's 113 million that they lost on that fight. 113 million. Meanwhile, we look at that Tank and Ryan, for example, low balling on what was reported. That fight made 125 million, and they say Tank got 42.5 of that. Now if they did 50-50, I believe the Tank got a bigger share. But let's say they did 50-50, right? That means together Tank and Ryan made 80.
You blipped out again.
You hear me
Hey,
now?
y'all. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, hypothetically, that means they still have 40 million left. And you know, the fighters on the undercards ain't make that much. So even then, if they wanted to say they threw 10 million to all the people that fought on the undercards and prelims, they got 30 left. And people think that money just disappeared and PBC ain't using it for nothing else. Like PBC is broke. Like they got that money on the back end. Like whatever they keep it that they didn't pay out to the fighters for expenses, like they could use that to put on other fights. And that's why PBC is working and why things are good for them. But like other promoters where they operate at a loss, they don't have anything extra that they made from that event to put towards nothing else. And then they gotta hope that okay, if they got someone that they're gonna put on pay per view, that they're gonna make money, or that whatever budget they got, they're not gonna run out by putting on fights with people that ain't gonna bring in enough revenue to at least break even. And doing away with the Muhammad Ali Act, well, that helps them because one, if they lower what they're going to pay for guarantees, and then they don't have to worry about sharing any type of profit with the fighters, then they're going to be able to stack up money and not really have to put in the effort that other people is doing to go ahead and make sure they put on an event that sells. But like all these fighters talking about they want to be like free agents and all this and that, like they're not able to do that. And that's why they want to go ahead and try to kill the opportunity for the people who are able to do that so that they don't have any competition in that market and they can try to force fights based on, yeah, well, you're not going to make any extra money because there's no pay-per-view, so come fight me. When it's like, no, I don't have to do that because I'm able to go ahead and eat what I kill, like they've been saying, and do away with pay-per-view.
Man, you popping. Hey, man, let's get a last couple of statements out of here before two. I got about another 15 minutes if y'all want to cook on something else. I think you blocking out, King of Hayden. You got anything else, 2 Cent, on your mind?
I just think it's very disingenuous to try to spread the narrative that this is all going on because quote unquote boxing is dead in America. When I think we had before the year before PBC left Showtime, we had plenty of big fights that year. So I just think people just cheered on like their own demise for the sport of boxing, all because you want fighters to fight who you want them to fight. Like this is why we're here because y'all this myth of we want to see the best fight the best and we just want this and we just want that. But now it's to a point to where y'all want these fighters to have no autonomy. Y'all want them to have no options and no choices and make limited money because you want to see them fight who you want them to fight. If you want boxing, in my opinion, on the UFC model, I don't think we will ever have another big boxing star like a Gervonta Davis. And I think the reason that'll be is because if we have all these UBOs running around, Turkey literally came in the game and he finessed y'all. He told y'all one thing and made y'all cheer on and go for it and vote for it and change legislation to give y'all exactly what y'all don't want, which is the ability to see fights you want. Because if these organizations are different UBOs, it ain't gonna be no more crossing the street. You're not just gonna be able to cross the street. It's gonna be a gated community with a code and a key, and you're not ever going to be able to get in. So it's going to be less of the fights that you want to see. And if those fights do get made, the people are going to want so much money to make those fights that it'll never happen. So I guess we just gonna keep going and see what happens in the future. But literally everything I've said since this whole Turkey madness has started is coming to fruition. Because when Turkey came in the game, he literally told y'all bar for bar, word for word, what his plans were. And I'll pass the mic.
Sir, you back, King of Hayden?
Yeah. Man, people been calling me, but yeah, like I think Two Cents is right. Like Turkey wasn't really shy about saying hiding what he was gonna do, and like I was saying like before it cut out, like man, if they try to eliminate opportunities and chances for fighters to make more money on the back end like that, that's why I think they trying so hard to keep on run with this PBC is broke and Tank will never fight nobody. Like they're trying to go ahead and make people disinterested in pay per view, but then try to make the money back in other ways. It's like, oh, we're not charging pay per view anymore. But hey, you got to go ahead and get that DAZN Fight Pass on top of your regular subscription. Like and people like, oh, it's awesome. Turkey's killing pay per view, and we don't have to worry about these overpriced fights and fighters getting overpaid, and then at the same time be complaining, well, why can't my favorite fighter chase the bag? Like it's just this thing where it's like I don't even know if they realize that they talk in circles and that their points are contradictory. I really don't think they know. I really don't like I know giving plan, but at the same time, like time shows you that sometimes, like when you see something stupid, like it's not next, you know, and so like there's a difference between ignorance, like just not knowing, and the stupid stuff, which is like a choice, like just choosing to go ahead and do the way that they doing. But like, man, like it's really getting crazy out here the way that people is moving, especially with this. Like, they don't realize that this exhibition is actually helping boxing because of all the money that's going to be made and the people that's on the undercard, like Alicia Baumgartner. I think Gary Antoine Russell on the undercard too, and a few other
Yeah,
people. Like,
yeah, yeah.
exactly. So like they're going to be getting paid off this too. They're going to be getting exposure. People is going to see them. And meanwhile, Turkey talking about he want to give other fighters exposure, but nobody watching the events, right? So like, okay, what's really going to get fighters exposure? Like, yeah, people don't like the exhibition. The exhibition ain't the only thing going on. So that's my take on it. Like, yeah, you might not like the exhibition, but if it helped get the other fighters paid and seen, because they're gonna have legit fights on there, why you getting mad? And even then, like, why you got to be mad at Tank and Jake Paul in the first place? They got their own fans that's willing to go ahead and back them and support them. So why don't you encourage your favorite fighters to get more fans? And I leave it with that.
Hey, real quick. Mariano Hayes says, hey, thank you for all your support today. Said for Kamal Oz and John Bowie. Dog, Kamal Oz ain't dead. Kamal Oz ain't dead, man. Kamal Oz may be back. He may not be back, bro. I wouldn't say all that. I wish for quiet moments of calm to reach every corner of your lives. May your days be free of unnecessary worry, your nights filled with rest, and your heart unburdened by hate or fear. That's very poetic. Thank you. My guy Kurt Hurd said, have you caught the OTX boxing cards? Good matches, but I got different rules. It probably is. I don't know if they can change the rules on that. Demariano Hayes just said, just because. Appreciate you, brother. Demario Hayes said, for my queen, Barbara D, she's not here today. Big ups. For the queens of the family, thank you, man. I want to say thank you, King. Demariano Hayes, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, sir. What you got anything else, David Lynch? Appreciate you, King.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, man, we people gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. You know what I mean? Because all of this is a lot bigger than just boxing. This goes to the heart and to the root of our people. And to every sporting event that we participate in. The billionaires and the ones who are here driving, so-called driving the sport, but they really just ruling over the sports that we participate in, has set a new standard that we don't want to hear you speak. We don't want to hear anything that you have to talk about. Less and less you have, more and more you have people getting away with a lot of geopolitical things that are going on in our neighborhoods and in our states all around this country. More and more, there are people who want to see the infrastructure of this country collapse into ruins. Why? So that they can maintain control and lay down the law upon anybody who wishes to rise up. Traditionally, the
Hey, I
black
gotta
African,
go, brother. I'm like past my due
uh,
date. Like you gotta wrap it. Like
I
you gotta
know,
wrap
I
it.
know,
I feel like you
but
finna
so
go.
yeah, you man, this shit is like kind of like stressing, and I
Yeah,
was
man,
about
you
to
feel
go
a little
into
deeply, bro. You
they
gotta let
try
it
what
out, bro.
yeah
You know what I
they
mean?
what they doing is they are trying to kill off those voices that will come up and rise up and maybe one day speak for our people. That's all I gotta say,
Yes, sir,
man.
brother. I appreciate you, man.
All right, man. You
All
have
right,
a
man. We'll be
blessed
back.
day,
Yes, sir. I'll be
and
back tomorrow, man. We chop it up tomorrow. Get some more of it out.
all
All right,
right,
man.
man. Take it easy.
Yes, sir. You take it easy as well. Shout out to Kamal Oz, dude. Kamal Oz is my guy. I don't get all this shit you niggas keep talking about with Kamal Oz. What the fuck happened with Kamal Oz? Kamal Oz is a good dude. That's my guy. I got his email. Bro. What the fuck is the problem with y'all? Seriously, bro. Shout out to Kamal Oz. He's good people, bro. Kamal Oz is not dead. I appreciate the support, but Kamal Oz is not dead, bro. Kamal Oz is a good dude. Me and Kamal have had arguments in the past. Dude, people have arguments with grown ass men. But Kamal Oz and I are cool. I don't got no problem with him. You know what I mean? I appreciate that support, though. That ain't no lie, bro. I really appreciate it. I ain't turning down shit but my collar. Appreciate you, DeMariano Haynes, and does mean a lot, bro. Because I know Kamal. And by the way, there's a lot of people who really love and support Kamal Oz, man. I think Kamal's good people. Denali Smith said 50 PA. Thank you, bro. That's huge. My man, don't mind me sending you the bag. Hell no. Nah. I recently got my Cash App fixed, but we wanted to show you love for a long time. Salute. Denali, man, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. This has been it's been profitable, bro. Thank you, bro. We need it because I'm trying to make this. It so helped so much, bro. Thank you guys so much, bro. He said, indeed, just we had Kamal's good people, bro. I fucks with Kamal heavy, bro. If I fucks with Kamal heavy, no joke. You know, Kamal is really good people, man. I think he's always got my best interest at heart. I got nothing but for support for him. You know what I mean? Nothing but love for him, bro. James Cho said, Kamal's my guy for sure. Shout out to him. Man, he's a good dude, man. The thing is, man, you got to understand, this boxing shit is very fucking stressful. Did you hear how DeMariano, he said, yeah, Rumbo's World said, big people don't always see eye to eye. Big up yourself, bro. Exactly, Rumbo's World. I appreciate you. Yeah, I fucks with Kamal heavy, bro. Don't get it twisted, bro. I fucks with Kamal heavy, bro. I really do. Just sometimes you have little arguments and shit. And here's the thing. The thing that I disagree with him about, he's probably right. I'm just an asshole, bro. I'm telling you. I get under a lot of pressure with this YouTube shit, man. A lot. Like, seriously. You be surprised, man. Bird 101, I didn't forget you, brother. I got you, baby. Bird 101 in the cat. No, I'm so sorry, Bird 101. My guy, Bird 101 with the $10 holler says, some support, my guy. Bird 101, so sorry, brother. So sorry, brother. Seriously, man. Seriously, bro. Let me slow down. Bird 101, brother. Thank you so much for the $10 holler, brother. Thank you so much for the support, bro. Grumpy Grump said, Fannon, blessing up. Appreciate you for life. My situation is different. Life goes on. Thank you for encouraging words from Grumpy. I appreciate you, bro. Leo State said, the internet is making it stressful. Boxing was never like this. Seriously, it shouldn't be like this. But you got to kind of fight back. You got to get them off you, bro. You can't, because this is the new world. It's going to be social media. It's going to be this type of stuff. I just say people should just kind of navigate it more wisely. But hey, man, I ain't the best. And once again, Bird 101 in the bill. Let me give you a Kamal Oz gong. That's for Kamal Oz. Shout out to Kamal Oz. The internet is making, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you need to handle the pressure with the great. Yeah, but you handle the pressure with the greatest of ease. Man, they be on my ass, bro. But yeah, you know what it is. I gotta do it. Yeah, I get it. You do a great job, brother. Thank you, Leo States, man. Yeah, man. Seriously, this shit will make you snap. You know what I mean? It'll make you snap. But much love. And with that, I'm out. Thank you so much for the support today. It's been so huge. What a wonderful surprise. Deuces.